Hi, welcome to this IKS Live Thursday. We are doing a non-historic battle, just a basic red versus blue scenario, and I am here with the cavalry of the blue team, Generals
Punch.
Moquet and Ponchol. I don't know how to pronounce it. Alright, I'll be your umpire, at least for now. What are your orders?
I've put my route into my chat for you.
My
Just follow
route
it.
is
Okay, and what do you command
my
the
route is
Hussars?
I've got the hussars, yeah.
Okay, so you're going north. Got it.
and mine is rather simple. I want to go straight west on the big red line. To Neudorf, Auval, and then further south. Just in front.
Okay, who has the artillery?
I take that route with me,
Okay,
so the lights are not bogged down with
alright, thank you.
you.
Well, the smoke we can remove.
Are they supposed to be off-road, XDX? Sorry, over here.
Okie dokie. So, Kevin would like to form the men into column with the artillery in the rear, and he wants to move towards the town, towards east, southeast, towards Tulsum and Siliqua Woods.
Okay,
Oh yeah, Siliqua Woods. My pronunciations is going to be atrocious, guys.
that's
It's all right.
alright. So,
You want a secret? It's Czech names, so and German name. So good luck with that.
Yeah. Thank
XDX,
you.
are these guys supposed to be off the road already? Oh, he's not here. Never mind. Yeah, so if you got them in marching formation, don't cover up the triangles because that's showing how long they stretch out. Just
All right, so do we have a meeting here in the middle? Are we gonna have an interrupt for them?
let's give them. We'll just let them see each other for the turn.
Oh no, I think these guys. This is not all the movement they could have had. I,
Right.
I want like if they were coming, I wanted to like represent that they met in the middle rather than like over
Okay.
here.
Let
So I
me.
mean,
You go ask if they want to attack, and I'll ask my guys, and we'll see.
okay.
I've got a mid-turn interrupt, so I'm gonna split you guys. Oh wait, I'm with the wrong one. You're you're paying Sean, right? I'm wrong.
Yeah.
All right, Langbart. So as you are heading west, you don't get very far before you see enemy cavalry heading your way down the road. It looks to be two brigades of cuirassiers, actually pretty evenly matched to you. Some cuirassiers and some artillery. Do you? The
Okay.
question is: do you hold? Do you attack? Do you fall back?
I Is there a good hill for me to set up, or is it just open terrain where I meet them?
It's
Where
pretty
do
open terrain around here.
where do I meet them exactly?
What's that?
At Oval, or where do I meet them? What's the location?
Here, I'll give you a quick screenshot to help you. So just west of Bolmbrod or whatever that is.
Then I head back to Bombrad and get my artillery up there and defend that location.
You said retreat. It's hard to hear you. You said retreat to Bolmbrod.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, like fall behind the town, I guess. Okay. All right.
infantry to be on column.
They are retreating.
So
he
then
wanted
you
to
change it.
he just wanted to
Then-
like skirmish and then like retreat if it was like overwhelming. Like, do you want to do anything since like
No,
you'll
he's
probably be able to get out pretty
he's
fast.
just retreating, so we'll let him retreat.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
How
So
do I move orientation?
if you
You can use the middle mouse wheel to rotate them.
or Q or E on the keyboard.
So
Well,
are
smoke over
we
here,
ready
great
for
wildfire.
screenshots at 7 or 7:30, whatever we are?
Has everyone moved everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved these guys a bit more just to represent like the space they gained, kind of chasing them out.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of a issue here, guys.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Moving and stuff like that. I'm just trying to move these infantry. Orientate. Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
do that.
It's Q and E on the keyboard. Q is in like Quirky, E is in Eddie.
Oh, okay.
And you can use your middle mouse wheel to rotate it as well,
All right.
if you have one.
But you have to do that while like you've already like holding it down like the left mouse button.
Yeah, pick them up. That's
So
true.
when-
Oh, okay, got it. All right.
So when you do your screenshots, make sure north is always up on the screenshot, and take your screenshots. Post the time, so 7:30.
How far can they see again without terrain in their way?
About 3
What's the
miles.
max height?
About 3 miles.
3 miles. Okay. Cool.
Oh, and then if they write dispatches, if your person writes a dispatch, it's up to you to deliver it. We won't worry about delays unless you really want to track that. But once it's written, the following turn you would deliver it. So if they just wrote it and you're processing now, you could deliver it the next turn.
Okay,
And for the
screenshot.
screenshots, we edit them and cut it out so they can only see the circle where they are, right? Or
Right.
like the area that they're in.
What do you use for screenshot? Sniping tool?
Snipping tool.
Okay, got it.
It's easiest in my opinion to use like the freeform mode, and that way you're not like editing anything. You just literally snip out what you want to show them. Oh, also, Book apparently says that he does not have permission to type in his channel,
Oh,
so he can't send dispatches.
that's strange.
I don't know why.
Let me.
What program do you use to edit the screenshots?
Sniping tool immediately pastes them into the clipboard,
gotta edit
so you
it.
can paste it directly. Like, just take a screenshot and then Control V to paste it into where you want to send it.
Okay, but I need to edit the screenshot, right?
Yeah, but
If you
just
use
the snipping tool.
freeform, you can actually select it on the screen, so you're editing while taking it. Really, that's
How
the
do you-
easiest. In the snipping tool, in the options, in the mode, choose a
can get-
freeform snip.
Okay.
Okay, so screenshots are out. Do we?
Yeah, as soon as
Uh,
you've
I have
done
one
your,
more to send real quick.
as soon as you've done your screenshots, you can go to your person and give them an update of what. I mean, there's no artillery fire, so nothing to describe sound wise, but describe what they see. I mean, you can make it like a role playing game, like add lots of flavor in terms of what's going on around them, but basically give them an update of what's going on and then ask for the orders.
Hello.
Alright, General Milcare. So you are able to fall back. The enemy deploys and sends out skirmisher cavalry, but you fall back without incident and get behind. There's some lakes to the south, and then the town itself, which is it's got some orchards around it and whatnot, so it's kind of a little defensive barrier against cavalry. So you've fallen back behind the town. You can see the last of Ponchard's hussars are leaving the town heading north, and that's about it. It's 7:30. Yeah. So what are your orders for
Okay.
this turn?
As far as I can see, I'm on a ridge line there with my cavalry, and I want to stay there. And if they come through the town, I want to attack them first with the artillery, then with my cuirassiers.
So get on. There's like a ridge line to the south. So get on that ridge line and then sit and wait.
Yes, that's where my artillery should go. The cuirassiers can stay where they are, so they're in the flat line, so they're in perfect cavalry territory
Okay.
to attack if something comes through the town.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Hello, General Ponchard. All right. So you
Oh,
head out on the road out of the town of Bombrad, heading north and northwest. As you're approaching the town of Wikan, you spot enemy dragoons on the hill just beyond the town to the northwest. They're going down the road, heading east directly towards you. And you receive a
okay.
dispatch from your buddy, Moker. Um, and that's about it.
Okay. Orders will be. They're coming down the hill towards me. They're not stationary. Is that what you said?
You see them moving east. Yep.
So with my first huzzah, fall back, kind of just east of Kausnitz, and let my so can allow my other hussars to come up. And if they keep coming up, then we engage them with as many of us with my entire force. Engage the head of their column.
Okay. So form up basically southeast and attack if they attack you.
Attack, basically. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it.
All right. Thank you.
We need to send him a dispatch.
Was there a question that I half missed?
Well, just somebody, I forget whose voice it was, but I moved Jeb's unit along the route that he was telling me to.
Yeah.
But then someone else, I was going to post a screenshot. Then someone else said that they would take care of it because they were taking care of Super, and move them up to a different road than the one that I had orders to send him to. So I'm just making sure that
Okay.
there's not some type of miscommunication here.
Yeah, no worries. I think it's XTX. We'll get him when he comes back. If they're just staying
Okay.
together, I'm gonna give you both of them. You might as well.
James,
Okay.
you're resolving all sorts of combat, right?
Just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It might have been Umpire XDX. I'll talk to him when he gets back here. And actually, I didn't ask this earlier. What channel do I post there? Oh, CEO Jeb. I would post the screenshots there.
And they're
Okay.
Oh, for Jeb, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
How many turns does it take for dispatches to move? I mean, how many miles?
We're not worrying about it. Just deliver it the next turn.
XTX,
Okay.
you're the one. XTX, you're the one who said that you would take care of Jeb since he was the super, right?
Yeah, I moved them.
You moved them. So I just want to double check because Jeb told me he wanted to move towards the town of Awal, which
Oh,
is
okay,
why I
yeah,
had them on this road here. Okay, I just wanted to double check. Yeah. No worries.
XTX,
And the screenshot I sent him,
you've got 3 people
he
right
was.
now, right?
Yeah, I have Gaby, I have Book, and I had Super. But
Okay.
since Super and Jeb are moving in the same way, I just it's the same
Yeah.
order basically.
So let's give Cal Sticks. He'll take Super and Jeb since they're together anyway, and then you just have the 2 Cav.
And 3 miles from the starting position, I had them by this lake here, like that. I can move them up further if you think I should. In the screenshot, this is exactly where I had them, though.
That's
Except
I
on the
probably had
road.
them a little.
yeah. Move them
Yeah, I
more.
think I had them
A little further.
like maybe
Okay.
like
So one turn is 2 miles, right?
Yeah.
Per unit.
There is artillery fire here, so Anyone?
Oh, did they already have that like set up and waiting?
Yeah, they did.
Pretty smart.
You can.
And did you?
Everyone would be
Sorry,
able
go
to hear
ahead.
it in the distance, so describe the artillery fire and the direction it's coming from, just so they know.
And XDX, did you talk to them already, or should I go in there and tell them that they hear artillery fire to their east?
No,
They will
that'll
only
be
hear it
next
next
turn.
turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
And make sure you tell them it's very little, just like one battery firing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, if everyone moved.
Well, actually, I think it's so far away that unless they were like in the immediate area, then who would know the amount of artillery, right? So Gaby,
Well, give them a hint that
Kaiser.
something is happening.
Occasional distant thundering of guns.
Yeah. But Book, Pain Shot, these guys would definitely know, okay, there's an artillery firing off on that out.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Alright, so now it's 8 o'clock. Post your screenshots. Make sure to put the time. Make sure north is up. I haven't been checking. I'll do a check. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Can we go and give verbal reports?
Yep. Alright. General Panchad. So you and your hussars form up southeast of Kaunitz. There's actually a nice little hill right there, so you kind of center your formation on that. The enemy dragoons do not pursue. As you're withdrawing southeast, you see them withdraw to the west, but as you're forming up, you see some hussars down to your southwest, and then cuirassiers operating in the town south of you. In addition, you hear some artillery fire in that same direction to the south.
Okie dokie. Orders are to do nothing, stay where we are. If the cuirassiers come towards us to attack north, then we withdraw. Otherwise, we just stay here. If the Hussars come at us or the Dragoons come at us, then we attack them, but it will withdraw from the cuirassiers and go. I guess we'll probably fall back west as well, to be fair. I don't know what the towns are on that direction. Is it Hall? There's one to my north called Hall something. I can't kind of draw in that direction.
Okay.
If they attack towards me. Otherwise, just stay here for the timing, and I'll send a dispatch.
I just realized there's a dispatch for you that I forgot to send. Just arrived.
Perfect. That's grand. Okay, fantastic. Nothing. I'll put a dispatch channel. Nothing else to do.
Yeah, and your dispatch was just a Mokair. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Alright, General Mokair, the enemy cuirassiers are approaching you. Your guns quickly set up, and as soon as they start firing northward into that mass of enemy cavalry. The cuirassiers are coming at you across the fields, and in your rear, the 3rd Division and your commander is arriving. I guess they're not quite co-located with you yet, but what are your orders?
Okay, in this case, charge and my batteries to continue fire everything they can. Target is already damaged first charge, and then they are to carry through to the gun if they can. you get that?
Yeah, I got it. Sorry, I was moving things.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if my voice cut out or something, or my Discord got the hiccup.
All right.
Well, thank you. Glory.
Not be slowed down.
But
Hey, boss.
James is here, so he can answer that question.
Okay.
So,
James,
quick
I had a.
question.
Oh, sorry. Go
You
ahead.
go
No, you go
first.
ahead.
No.
Okay.
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 So, quick question. Kevin asked to be in front of his formation. My question is, can I place him in the front of his formation, or will it take, the travel time to get there?
You can just move them.
Okay. Also, the second thing is he wants his first brigade to detach some skirmishers so they're in front of him
Mhm.
in the formation. Do I just tell him that and make a note of it, or
Yeah, it's
how would I?
abstracted. That basically would be happening already. So
Okay, got it.
So my question is: Super and his hussars wanted to dash up to the front as fast as possible to see what's going on. And he's currently in column with Jeb. How far would I'm assuming I still move Jeb's column at the advanced speed rate to get to the front in time? But how fast should I let Super and his hussars go ahead? And should there be any consequences for his hussars being behind the infantry column right now and having to pass them to get to the front?
yes and yes. So if he's waiting for the hussars, it would take him. Have you already moved the infantry?
No, I haven't touched this column for this turn.
Yeah. So for the turn, we'll just do that and then move them to.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
so they'll be at
Perfect.
the front this turn, but and then have to pull away the next turn.
Ah.
All right. Perfect. Should I always keep the officer oriented north?
I do just well, I don't always do it. It helps to keep it readable, but up to you.
Okay. Yeah. No. I want to know how the pros do it.
Hawker or Haker. How
Yes.
do you pronounce that?
Hacker.
Make
Yep.
sure when you send the dispatches, you sent your dispatch for before I even sent him the 8 o'clock screenshot. I'll try to
Oh,
just wait.
sorry
Make sure you wait.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah, that way
I did it at the end of my. Yeah, never mind. It's fair enough. Good.
Yeah, no worries.
So I don't think.
But dispatch.
there's-
Are we at 8:30 already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're speeding up. Okay. No problem. So another round of screenshots and orders. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there's any combat. So whoever's got Creechin, you gotta give more room for the pieces. Like, don't overlap the white arrows because that's showing.
Who?
Whoever's got blue second division.
Sure. That's me.
Yeah. So keep them.
Okay. Understood.
Just try not to overlap them because that's like their length of column march.
So do not overlap the white arrows. That's what you said, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's how much length it's taken on the road.
Wait, you guys are done moving, right? I can take screenshots.
Yeah, for the most part. Oh, the
Hacker, you are in the wrong channel. You wrote to Koto. I'm just deleting your message.
I wrote to who?
Koto, you didn't wrote. You wrote to the wrong one.
I'll take
You
LeFrog
wrote.
because he's with.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh
No
boy.
problem.
Yeah.
Is there? Oh, there is still artillery fire. Nice.
Okay. Sniping two.
So many hands.
What time is it now?
8:30.
8:30. 8:30.
Any sounds I should relay to them when I give the
Oh,
report?
just to continue artillery firing.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. James, can you hear me?
Yep.
There's something about LeFrog. What do you mean by that? Oh.
He's co-located with.
Is Super still able to talk with Jeb? He asked if they should still be in the same channel together. They technically detached, but they're currently one
You
and a
can leave
half
him
mile
just for this
together.
turn.
Okay. Okay. They asked me if they should still be together, so I wasn't sure.
I
For
don't
a
know.
turn, I think.
I don't know how I
enough.
got you guys mixed up, but I did. But
It's okay.
It's cool. I wasn't clear enough, so
It's early in
I'm
the
fine
morning.
being here.
it's nothing that LeFrog wouldn't have told you about. Yeah. So you sit atop your hill. Your scouts report that a division of hussars are approaching from the southwest. You can hear Mokair's artillery to the south still, and now to the northwest there is a cloud of dust rising from the road, and you can see horse artillery as well as dragoons advancing towards you.
Okay. So my orders are simple. My entire brigade or division is going to attack southeast into the hussars.
Southwest?
Southwest.
Southwest, sorry. Hussars probably, yeah.
Okay.
James, I would like to go. I'd like to correct my mistake and go to Malcare,
Okay.
the other cab guy that I tried to go to.
I made the same mistake, so.
I like it. It's kind of neat. It's my own fault. I didn't know who was in command of what, and I wasn't specific enough. It's not Jinleaf's fault.
Alright.
Alright, we're coming. We're coming. We're gonna hit him on the right.
If you're coming to me, just say you're going to the bread guy, and you'll know who it is.
I love it.
Alright. Sorry for the confusion, Penchant. You had, or Mokair, you got to see a bit of more. So you sound the charge and chase after the enemy, and the cowardly Reds turn and run from before you with your artillery firing as they go. You cross the little stream, and you can see that they're still running left, but now there are hussars to your north moving to the northeast. What are you
Well, I want my two cuirassiers to start north into those hussars.
Okay.
And my horse artillery battery can stay there and support the upcoming infantry and shoot at everything they can.
Alright, got it. Thank you.
So, guys,
Okay.
Kevin wants to start heading south towards the first light brigade from Kaiser down that little small road.
Okay. Will someone move him? Or do you feel comfortable
Yes.
moving him?
Oh, yeah,
I've been trying my best. I think that maybe this is a little bit.
You've been
If
doing
somebody could
fine.
help me do this one. Yeah.
I just need to say something quick. I can't keep umpiring because my PC just crashed everything, and this is basically me talking from whatever's left. And James, I need you to take Tijo's orders and process his turns from here on henceforth, or get another umpire to do it.
Okay. Which one was Thijo?
Here.
The third division.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take him.
Red blue.
Did you get him
So
this
did,
last turn
His-
already?
I briefed him, but he didn't give orders. I
Okay.
told him not to.
Will someone get his orders real fast? Because I gotta do combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Also,
so did,
someone needs to move Super over to books.
You should be able to move them yourself.
Oh, I would only
Okay.
move them at like the start of next turn when they're getting updates.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Okay.
did the frog charge at
Oh wait,
the guys up
hold
here?
on. 444. That's not. Did Frog? Yeah, he's charging.
Okay.
This is the one that's. Well, the frog's trying to find him. I guess I don't know.
You say the Curiosities here would, of their own initiative countercharge if they were told to, protect the horse artillery here from the guys here, but if he sees, enemies that are presenting their flanks, right, and only a mile away.
Well, then we'll do this. Something like that.
Yeah.
That looks messy.
So I have Tijo's orders. Dragoons were to charge the hussars, and then the rest is to set up. So
Dragoon charge his size. Oh, okay.
and then the
Kevin to
rest.
ping me for dispatches.
Alright, was that 3, 4, 5, 6? That's breaking.
Who has Kevin?
That's
I do.
Soul.
Oh, why did you tell him to ping me for dispatches?
He asked who he should. I wasn't sure who. So
It's you. You should
he mentioned
Yeah,
your name.
just the next turn you deliver it.
Okay.
So like you just copy it, like just drag over the message, Control C, and then next turn you would go into like the appropriate channel that he was sending it to, and just Control V, paste it in.
Let's see.
Alright. Is that all the movement and combat done?
almost. Okay.
I can do Tijo, James.
Okay. Sure. That would be helpful.
So you can do the
Screenshots
combat.
for 9?
Yep, we're done. It's now 9.
How deep do the players see into the enemy lines?
For like Thijo,
One deep, like yeah.
I'd give him like a 2-mile radius now for where he's at.
All right.
Maybe use more like verbal, to just like, describe, okay, you saw them like charging in, and this is what you saw while they were charging. But don't like show them the entire thing.
Yeah, I do like that.
And then who had LaFrog?
Wait, no, umpire, no, Soul. That
Yes.
was an 8:30 dispatch, so it should have been sent at 9. So like you would send it after they got their screenshot updates.
So,
Man, okay.
Is that right?
How does one zoom or magnify units? Somebody made my artillery very small. I don't know how to restart.
There's a scale button.
It's how I want it.
Oh, you wanted it this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right, I'll get the orders.
I just realized. Who had you before me?
Chinleaf.
Oh, Chinleaf did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I be with Langbart?
No, and I'm about to explain
Okay.
why.
Totally fine.
So you move around to try and get to Langbart, and basically all before you is a swirling mass of cavalry fighting. So there's no safe
Okay.
way to reach him without
Okay.
risking
No
life and
notes.
limb.
No notes.
But yeah, you can see Mokair's charged, Ponchard's charged, Thijo's charged, so it's just a giant cavalry battle in the fields northwest of Bombrod. What are your
Okay.
orders?
Go to Theo.
Okay, you're with him. Or next to him anyway. Okay.
Yep. Can I give orders to the dragoons if I'm closer to them than Theo?
He's right on top of him. Oh, he
Great.
is now. I'm just
That's
gonna
fine.
move you next to him for
Okay.
ease of which one is he? Baguette de Bataillon.
He sure is. Yes.
Okay. All right. So your hussars charge forward, and you outnumber the enemy 3-2. So you go in, and then soon after, Thijo's dragoons come in, hit them on the flank. You can see Mokair's cuirassiers attacking from the south, and so one of the brigades is already broken. The other ones are near to it. And as you battle with the enemy cavalry, you can see or hear word of an arriving column from the north, still the same as before.
Okay. So, if can I disengage with myself? So first hussars continue to attack the third, and I'll take, if possible, the second and the third hussars with me personally, and attack that dragoon directly to my north.
Okay. Yep.
Please, friend.
All right, Mokair. You charge into the rear of the hussars, and then you see, and you're definitely winning that fight. And then you see the enemy cuirassiers to your west are countercharging you from the west, and so you take what men you can, have them reform facing west, and you countercharge them. Um, so there's a big heavy cavalry fight now, which you are not winning. But the fight to the east against the enemy hussars, you are with the aid of the rest of the cavalry of your army. Yeah. What are your orders?
Well, the fight is to continue, and emphasis is break the hussars. My fourth artillery battery is to focus fire on the enemy cuirassiers, and I myself am to relocate to the horse artillery battery.
Okay, you're
That
going
is
to
in range, I assume.
you're going to your artillery. You said you want to go to your own artillery.
Yes, I want to go to my horse artillery battery,
Got it.
which is in range, correct?
Let me check. Hold on. What is going on? It is barely out of range.
If they attack my second cuirassies, they will be.
No, still out of range. Unless your cuirassiers pull back some.
Now, then my horse artillery is to move up.
Okay.
They're to move up and engage the cuirassies.
Okay. Thank you.
James,
Mhm.
there is a Soul who had to go because he has a power outage,
Oh, okay.
and he's responsible for Kevin.
Good, Kevin. Anybody want to take him?
Yeah, I'll take Kevin.
Okay, thank you.
All right, 1 second.
Ooh, that's big.
So just so you know, his artillery there has unlimbered. Is ready to fire.
Okay. We'll include that in the fighting.
Infantry is in the line as well, but behind him, so I don't know if they can fire.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's pretty. Lucky rolls. Alright. So everyone moved?
Yep.
Yep.
We went from many umpires to few. Where did everyone go? We still getting updates from people?
Well,
One-
Soul is, I think, in LA with the fires, based
Right.
on what he said. So,
No, I meant, sorry, XTX. I guess XTX is the only one left, but he's with Kevin now, so he's doing that.
So I have Kaiser and Gretchen.
Okay.
So
Less of a game of maneuver than I thought it was going to be. That must be my fault for setting it up poorly. They're basically fighting. They like ran into each other and just have been fighting ever since.
yeah. Screenshots for 9:30.
I want to see if Kevin's moving first because XTX is still with him.
I think having them up at the front at the beginning, so close to each other, is what led to this.
Yeah,
If they had started further back, they would have probably maneuvered more.
yeah, that's my fault. I wanted him to get into something quick, but
Mm-hmm.
I should have.
More exciting that way.
I should have. I didn't need to as much as I did.
I think there's something to be said for having to find the enemy.
Yeah,
Like, where are they? Where are they? It's stressful, but
that's yeah. Lesson learned.
Well, my player made a joke about being on Marching Simulator.
Which one, Jeb?
Jeb's fine.
GDB Buffon Crapaud de Couteau, first division on the blue side.
Oh.
After the 8 a.m. Dispatch. Nice sticker.
Although he's arriving
Yeah,
he's about to get into action.
Yeah, it took him more. It took him 2 hours to get there.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go see why Kevin's taking so long. I'll be right back.
The last of his. Yeah, sorry, James. If have you seen the screenshots that Soul was sending?
No.
Take a look. I'm just trying to fill him in on what he can see since the units have already moved, so I can't take like a new screenshot for
Oh,
him.
I see.
Yeah. Like he. Yeah, I'm just trying to like fill him in so he can make a good decision, right? So,
No, that's good. I completely thought they were on a different ridge.
Well, you can give him a
yeah.
new screenshot for where he's at. Let's see, where's Kevin?
he's right up here.
I'll just give him one of these. Let's see.
Yeah, I was just trying to describe like what you would have seen with him.
There. Now you can make a decision.
Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, that's very different. Yeah, let's actually stop. Let's reverse the column, and have them start moving from Mo Chow to the east, towards all Sweatsteads, and then towards Walenka. Let's just start moving. Let's just. We're probably gonna have to like reorder which brigades are doing that, but that's my orders.
I was just gonna have so I mean the first brigade would still be up at the front, but then just give them like one disruption, so maybe the second two, since they're kind of moving through each other and getting reorganized. But everyone else would be basically fine.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Very sorry about that.
No, thank you for.
Right.
Can you Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I'll see you next turn.
See you next time.
And discussing it.
James,
Yes.
to me it seems that they moved like for two turns.
Who?
They got very quickly to my guy. Anyway, it's interesting, so it's okay. Never mind.
Who got where?
Kevin's unit.
The Kevin's division seemed to have advanced quite a bit since last turn.
Let me go back. It's hard to tell where they even started from, because if you go to his channel, you'll see the screenshots that Soul was sending.
They started up here.
Yeah, they did.
The rent.
Last turn.
That's
So,
like 8 miles.
Yeah, well, it's
we've done
3 turns. It's 3 turns. If we do at the marching speed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fair enough.
All right, screenshots.
They started here this turn, right? Like I was just basically changing the direction.
Yeah, 9:30.
All right.
I'm just waiting for James to do his screenshot, and then I will send the same to the 2 other players.
Oh yeah, because they're all the.
Yeah. And it's always better to follow the lead of the lead umpire rather than to do it myself.
I don't know if I'm being too stingy or not, though. I might be. From okay. So they're all together now, right?
Yeah, I've already moved them.
I'm gonna put Moquet with them as well.
I will come along with you, James, to hear how you say it. Because they all have the same report.
I just gotta do dispatches real fast.
Wait, James, did you give Kevin to Castellix?
No.
Okay.
You have them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to the big group.
Northwest.
All right. It is a party in Bombard. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Böhmisch
Bombard. So, to the west, Mokier's cuirassiers, first cuirassiers, break under the attack of the red cuirassiers. The second are holding with support of artillery, but it's not looking great. Coteau is arriving with his men. Those are his, right? First, deploying to the east of the town, and then I think, oh yeah, that's all his men arriving. And then Thejo's light division is the light division is the one that's deployed east of town. The first is arriving now. You can hear artillery fire. Of course, you hear Mokier's fire, but also there's artillery fire to the north. The hussars that were northwest of this town are fleeing with Ponchaud's hussars chasing them. And I think that's about all you can hear or see around you. So I am taking Mokier's and Lafrogue's orders.
Mine are pretty simple. Stay as you are. The broken cuirassiers have to circle back behind the horse artillery and recover. And horse artillery keep blasting. That's it.
And Lafrogue?
So, guys, if this resolves, push northwest. I don't think you need me for more than that, so I'm gonna go personally try to rally first Cuirassier.
Okay.
And Devastating
All
right.
the other orders. Alright, so the enemy hussars flee before you with your first hussars giving chase. You move over the hilltop and charge down your second charge in an hour down into the dragoons with pretty good effect. But they do have some artillery deploying just outside the town, which is firing into you even as you battle.
Yeah.
And you can see some light infantry arriving and deploying around the town. Good news is 2nd Division appears over the ridge to the north and is coming to support you, it appears. You can still hear artillery fire to the south, and that's it.
Cool. Orders are simple. So dragoons, my hussars to finish off these dragoons, break them. But once we do, we withdraw west to recover and send an order.
East?
Sorry, east. Correct. Yeah, that would be silly. Right into their guns, and then to send an order to the first hussars to come north, or try and break off, come north and attack into this battery that's firing, and then yeah.
Okay.
Grand, thank you. And I'll send. Do you want me to ping you?
No, it's not necessary.
Keep ping you for dispatches or?
No, I'll just
grand.
check your channel. I got it.
Cool.
Thank you. All the commanders are shrinking.
Did we already separate the players or not?
I usually only do it right before I start giving updates, so up to you.
Alright, yeah, alright.
Actually, I take that back.
Man, there's no room to move things here.
The pieces are quite
Yeah,
big.
like I said,
When I mean bigger, the height is huge.
yeah, I don't like the map to size ratio. But I didn't want to deal with, because it's a bunch of maps put together, although it's only 4 now, but I didn't want to move them and make them larger, so that's why we're dealing with that, which I'm not happy about.
Jeb posted a dispatch in his channel to Super. Should I drop that in Super's channel at the start of next turn?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So is that as far back as Gaby went? Oh, I gotta roll that combat.
I assume that the second Hussars, James, are too broken to listen to orders.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah,
they're
just retreating.
going back to safety wherever they'll recover on that hill. Let's see. That's not what I wanted.
Let me grab one of these. Get it down.
I don't. Well, it just arrived. Okay. Yeah, the unit to map ratio is bugging me. That's
Too
alright.
many units. Oh, sorry, too small of a map.
Yeah, I don't like it when they're so tall.
Fair enough.
I think it's just the fact that these pieces are so tall.
Yeah. Well, when you
For the
scale
rest,
them, the height of them doesn't change, just the width and length. And so,
Yeah, it's annoying. They become towers if you make them small.
that's why I made my map bigger. Hence, I have the problem with overlapping the table. But that's
you can change the table size if you get a flex table.
yeah. But my map is still bigger than that.
Well, if you get the
Because I didn't knew about adding modifying the grid distance.
Oh yeah. You can also get the super table, which can fit a 30-foot map. All right, let's see.
Yeah, well,
I think. Oh, there's
well,
more
live and
combat.
learn.
Yeah. Let's see. So the first light got into square. So versus Hussars. They would have gotten into square, no issue.
Yeah, their order was to defend from the north from Hussars.
Okay,
So
the Hussars, in that case, they would have rid around them and then disengaged. And then are these guys fighting? Yes, they are.
Yes. Well, I mean, yes.
Okay. Might as
I
well
definitely think
be.
it was a good idea to tell everybody that they outnumbered the other side because they were a lot more aggressive.
Well, that is what I wanted, but.
Well, yeah, I was saying it's like a good idea. It's a lot.
Oh,
I prefer these kind of games over the ones where everybody's too nervous to ever engage. So
Yeah.
it's just a lot of turns of riding back and forth.
I thought you said it wasn't a good idea.
Oh, no.
I took umbrage with your comment.
Would they be able to hear the musket fire from 5 miles away?
Wait, these guys are like half a mile away from each other.
No,
Can they
my
hear each
guy's way back in the reserves here.
Well, he can definitively hear the artillery fire.
Oh, I already.
I'll roll
yelled
for
him,
the
yeah.
combat up here if you want.
Oh my gosh. Too late. I already did. Oh wait, did you?
They were already at 2. So they were at 1 before because they moved through the first brigade, and then +1 because he force marched them and deployed them to line.
Oh, so there. Okay, I think I did all the combat. And XDX, I'll split it with you next time.
Okay.
It's now 10 o'clock.
All right.
Move your hand, Darth Mikius. Never mind. Alright. So you leave your commanders, head northeast, and personally work to reorganize the first Cuirassier, so they're starting to reform. You can see Ponchaud's Hussars doing this, arriving just north of you, and then doing the same. To the south of you, First Division's troops are moving all about. And west of you, you can see the Light Division advancing and fighting. And then that's about it.
Fantastic. I am going to verbally instruct the first Cuirassier to park themselves right here and think about all the good things they've done with their lives and get better. And then I'm going to move north and try to join Creech, 2nd Division.
Okay. Just due north.
Hang on, I got this. Due north, I think northeast of the Kaunitz ridgeline.
Okay.
Thank you. Man still hasn't sent me a dispatch.
He is new.
I know.
Alright. Ponchaud. So, the enemy dragoons break, and you are able to extract and head east. Your rider reaches the first Hussars, and they're able to pull off their pursuit, and they slam into the horse artillery, who's less protected, and manage to kill most of the artillerymen and seize the guns, I guess, if you want them to. All around you, both north, west, and south, you hear artillery and musket fire. Lots of fighting, but most of it out of view now that you're moved to the rear.
Okay, orders. Thank you very much. So Hussars, 2nd and 3rd Hussars to just reorganise and rally. I'm going to move back up to the 1st Hussars, and they're just to continue to attack into the rear or come round attacking the flank, probably rather through the town of the light infantry that's to their north. Continue, and I'll go and join them.
Okay.
Grand, thanks.
Thank you. Alright, General Melchior, your 2nd Cuirassier Brigade has broken as well, unfortunately, and flees back through the lines behind the artillery and the infantry. Your guns continue firing at what they can. Let me see. And more infantry are arriving from the rear. What are your orders?
Oh, my orders are very simple. My cannons are to continue fire. They maybe prep one cannon with cannons to attack. Um, and I will rally my troops.
Okay, you're rallying the ones.
Thank you.
Got it.
All right, Kuto, what are your orders?
Continue forming.
Why was Jeb here?
He wanted me to come back down to the channel
Oh, okay.
because I guess the dispatch he got a dispatch after he gave the orders, but it should have been at the time that he gave the orders. So I think he might want to. I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
All right. I have just a quick question, James.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the second light had an opportunity to support the hussars. Would they follow the orders and form up next to the first light, or would they just support the hussars?
If they have,
As their commander at the moment was in melee, or just disengaging from melee.
yeah, if he gave orders to do that, then do that.
All right, I shall do that. Just to know, what's the range for the artillery?
About a mile.
Alright, so I can take out that smoke. Then I can erase this.
All right. Yeah, this first brigade here had orders to charge up the hill and fight whatever they saw there. Are you already handling combat up here, or would you like me to get?
Yeah, there's not so much. So I'm covering it.
Okay. And he's flanking the enemy third brigade with his own third brigade up here.
Okay, good. Good to know. Starting to form into proper battle lines now. Okay. I think I did it all. It's now 10:30.
Did the Hussars in the north? Did they attack the first brigade?
Yeah, I rolled
Blue
for it.
Hussars. You roll for that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait, Hawker, why are you putting a 10 o'clock message already in Kevin's channel?
It's 10:30.
Oh, it's a 10 o'clock message and it's not 10:30 yet. I mean,
It's 10:30 now.
oh, okay. I mean, I would still wait until like the actual like
If you're the
dispatch comes through,
first,
just so
well,
it's
if you're the
visible.
first person, put it in. Type 10:34 in the channel, even if the
Okay.
screenshot's not there.
Just a quick question: do we consider these three to be still together or not?
Not. We can separate them.
All right. Done. So.
Alright, General Panchard, you leave your Hussars behind to recover on their own and join the first Hussars. Pull them south of the town and then reform and attack westward into the light infantry. It's very effective as the skirmish troops are overrun and start to break and run heading west.
Yay!
It's helpful that the 2nd Brigade is battling them to the north.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Carry on. So orders simply call up my other hussars to my current position, and then just all. Oh, actually, do we get out of the way? Pull back my Let's pull back my hussars to the Cownitz where it actually says the high point. You know, the way it's the 149, and then all of them just to reorganize. Basically, just stay in that position and just reorganize.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Alright, Mokar, you move south and join your cuirassiers to help them reorganize, reform. As you peer west, the enemy cavalry have also withdrawn and are holding around Neudorf. You can see a cloud of dust rising further west of them, denoting some kind of marching column. And the infantry are moving all around to the north of you. You can hear the sounds of battle nearby have lessened almost to nothing, but there's a lot more further north now.
Okay. Um, I will stay with my first for now, and relevant one more turn. My force artillery are to keep alignment with the infantry.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Flank.
Okay.
General Lafrog, do you got orders for me?
I am about to, so I'm gonna leave Creech. Just keep attacking. It doesn't matter what it is or where it is or what it looks like. Just keep attacking. We have pressure. I'm gonna go back down south. Okay. Creech. Keep attacking. You don't have to write to me
Got it.
anymore. Just keep attacking. Always attack. Never stop attacking.
Got it.
I'm going to go look for Kermit, General Buffon Crapod. I
Alrighty then.
believe he is somewhere near Bombrod, slightly to the west
You
of
know,
Bombrod.
Which division
I
is he?
think full mercy.
Is he
First.
he's Koto? Okay.
He's.
Yeah, I got
I
it.
don't know. Yep, it's Kato. Thank you. Thanks, Creech. Good job up here.
Yep.
We're gonna have a bit of a traffic jam around Rostock lot. How should I handle this infantry moving up and forming up in Rostock lot with all these cavalry here?
Are they wanting to form behind the cavalry, or?
He said he wanted to form up around Rostock lot and start forming a line.
Yeah, so he just
Gathering his
he said around.
basically. Yeah, but like it sounds like in or maybe even in front of the town because he's planning on basically getting ready to fight these blue guys that are forming up here.
And kind of displace.
Cavalry all they're in the channel together, so they reported that there was enemy cavalry and possibly infantry to the front. These guys were waiting to get into column to move down the road. I had them so they like hadn't gotten on the road because the other columns were in the way yet, but they should be in marching column now. They had orders last turn to do so.
Let's have march off road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the hell did his HQ go? Oh no, Jeb's HQ. This is Jeb's HQ should be in Rostock lot here.
Oh shoot. Undo.
How do they recuperate their morale? Or if
Who and where?
here they just move, but they haven't done anything.
If they're
That
moving
would be the
around,
second turn.
if they're moving around, they don't really recuperate. But I'll do
Okay.
one just to.
Well,
Is the
they
second
did.
Hussars ready to listen to orders again yet, James?
Are they what?
The second Hussars, are they listening to orders again yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they're not wavering or broken, they'll do stuff.
Well, what happened to the Hussars over here?
They're
Did they retreat?
running.
Okay, did the 4th Brigade get to fire at them at all?
Yeah, they did. I'm still
Okay.
catching up.
Alright. I just wanted to like remove the smoke if they didn't fire. Oh, and shouldn't this blue artillery here get another disruption because it's like their both of their artillery actually for firing the previous turn?
Yeah. Let's see. So third brigade is breaking on the right. I guess is first brigade just arriving now?
Yes.
Okay, we'll leave it like that.
They are meant to take the. Yeah.
Surprised this went so well for Kevin, to be honest. I thought he was kind of a goner.
Okay, I think I finished.
Did the artillery take any damage from each other?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, it is now 11 o'clock.
Sorry.
It's a good thing we started with so many umpires, because umpire attrition
Yeah,
is
I'm glad I
bad.
didn't leave in the beginning.
Yeah.
Good. Jeb and the rest of the cavalry should be in different voice channels now, right? They split up.
Yeah, now that they've
I'm moving
got
back
Yeah,
to.
they
I'm
should.
moving back to voice channel 2.
And LaFrog should be. Oh, you already combined them. He should be
Yeah,
with
I've moved
Thijo
him.
too. Where's Thijo? There he is. Okay. Alright,
Hello.
General Pinshot. So your Hussars are resting. Still a bit tired, but bit in better shape.
Yep.
To the west of you, you can see 1st Division is deployed facing mostly north on that hill that you wanted to be on, so there's not really room for you. You can
Okay.
hear and see 2nd Division is engaged to your northwest, and that's about the only sound of fighting you can hear.
I'm going to stay here for one more turn and reorganize my men. Is the CIC on the hill? Can I see Frog there? With first. So yeah, so my Hussars to stay where they are, just reorganize for one more turn. And I'm going to go over to. No, I'll stay here. I'm fine. Yeah, I'll stay here. Just reorganize and I'll move next turn. Thanks.
Okay. General Mokair, across the lakes or ponds to the west, you can see the enemy cuirassiers are also resting and reforming. The 3rd Division's light infantry, actually in 1st Division's 1st Brigade, are deployed north of you, but not engaged. You do hear artillery fire, but that's further north. Your cuirassiers are starting to get in pretty good shape.
Yes. And I will oppose the movement of the enemy cavalry. I will deploy to Tukuhu, or whatever that is called, with my two cuirassiers and my horse artillery.
I can't understand you anymore. You're like super distant and quiet.
Oh, sorry. I want to go to Tokyo, so the town on the eastern side of the lake.
Okay.
I want to deploy there with both of my cuirassiers and my horse artillery to oppose the movement of the red cavalry and, well, shoot them if I can, but mostly force them go uphill if they want to charge over the
north of Kermit.
Oh, okay.
The frog. I don't know if you need to update.
Nope, I'm good.
Your orders.
Move to ARP. Ponchad, the cavalry commander.
All right. You want me to move you now, or?
Yeah, but that's fine.
Okay.
So, Koto, what are your orders?
Oh, you know what? Who's buying it?
All right. I have questions. Well, I've drawn the line, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to move pieces. Like, they're supposed to engage.
So they're on the hill. They're in line. I don't think they'd reach them. They're gonna get like this far.
Yeah. The artillery is supposed to follow. Artillery fire here.
So is Book charging his cuirassiers?
Right. Hawker, you kind of have to wait to move people into like the start and next turn because like I haven't even gotten orders from like Gaby yet. Hawker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean like they could have like here like I don't want to like talk to each other before they get orders, and I think it's better to wait until like the beginning of the next turn once they would have actually moved.
Yeah. So Book's cuirassiers are charging.
Oh yeah, they're trying to charge that artillery. He said.
Okay.
And
He
the artillery
he wanted to charge and hit the artillery before they could fire, and like if he starts getting attacked to like retreat. So I mean, like I would also maybe even just say that like they don't even attack their artillery; they would just get like shot at.
Will you move your hand?
The artillery and the infantry were specified to face the cuirassiers, if that helps.
Yeah. So we'll just take a disruption off them, and then they'll withdraw.
I think they wanted to come back down here, like if they
Oh,
withdrew.
okay.
So. And up into the north, he wanted to try and like Kevin wanted to try and like deploy like skirmishers against like the artillery here, because he heard the artillery firing in this direction. Do you have any rules for skirmishers?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. We won't.
Okay.
It's too low level. We'll stay high level. It's fine.
Okay.
I've accounted for it. So second brigade's breaking.
Oh yeah, so he wanted to move in fourth brigade. I wanted to ask you before combat started about how would he filter in the fourth brigade to replace them over time, in the fighting, to cycle them
Where were they coming from? Because that's a good distance actually.
over here.
Just
Yeah, so
plop them in behind, so they're about to replace them. But
okay. All right.
And then
Sounds good to me.
those dragoons haven't moved, so they're recovering. I think these guys are recovering too. That light's in a better spot. Okay.
And yeah, Gaby wanted to personally ride out to meet with whoever was in command of these forces here, which is Kaiser, and Super was staying with Gaby. So
okay,
I'll have them co-located this turn.
Oh, blue has the longest line. They win.
Yeah, they certainly are winning right now. They've completely kind of destroyed the third corps here, making work of Kevin's corps up here, and down south. Well, they just charged the artillery and turned back around, so not much is happening there.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, I think we're done. So we're now at 11:30.
All right.
How far can a dispatch rider ride? 4 miles?
No, we're just making it. They arrive the next
Just
turn.
instant.
We're not.
They got telegraphs. All right.
We're not worrying about it too much.
Okay.
All right, so you hear sounds of fighting to the north and some artillery to the south. And the center, it's pretty quiet. You can't really see the enemy from where you're at here far in the rear, but the infantry lines are advancing westward, and that's about it.
I figured it out. I got a dispatcher up. We're good. I want you to go south, around go around our left flank, and you're gonna run into enemy cavalry. Fight it to death. If you fight it to death, go look for the enemy right flank. I'm gonna go back to Theo and Theo and Kermit, and order a general advance westward. But it looks like there's some cuirassiers coming around our left that I need you to go stab.
In fact, James, that's what I'm going to do. So, as my CNC has just said, I'll head south, and then just
go around our left
around the end, and any cavalry that I find,
amazing.
Attack any cavalry that I find. Basically, keep together as a group and try to attack. Particularly if it's cuirassiers, we'll try to flank them, attack into their flank if they come at me.
Can I ask one question, James?
Mm-hmm.
The cuirassier who were near us, the first cuirassier, did I see in which direction they departed?
They headed
And
south.
can it? Amazing. Okay, if you find them, ARP, take control of them.
Will do.
I'm gonna move back to Kermit to Couteau, please.
Okay, got it. Alright, General Moquet. So, the enemy cuirassiers actually went north and tried to charge the enemy artillery, but between the canister shot and the infantry nearby in square, they beat a hasty retreat and weren't able to reach them. So they came back in front of you with your own artillery down, blasting into them. So they're taking some casualties. Your first cuirassiers are arriving from the north as ordered, and that's it.
Okay, get everybody together and continue to oppose movement across the lake and continue blasting. Thank you very much.
So you want to move west across to attack?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Maybe later. Maybe in a half an hour when everybody's located there
Okay, got it.
and good organization.
Okay.
This horse artillery battery in front of Jeb's 2nd Brigade
Mhm.
has been doing nothing, and Jeb wanted to give it orders to fire.
Okay.
I don't know if the other guy did or anything, but
You gotta move them up to be in range.
oh, okay.
We'll do that.
He wants all of them. Okay, so he said if possible, he wants them to counter battery fire on the enemy horse artillery. But if not, target the cavalry or whoever else they can hit. But he says his priority is to target the horse artillery with all of his artillery.
Okay.
And then, how far can the officers' headquarters move off road? Well, I guess he can kind of move on road too. But how far is his max movement if he wants to dash?
How far does he want to go, or where does he want to go?
He wants to head down to high ground to get a view of the battle. He said somewhere on high ground down in this area near Mizrek.
Yeah, you can just move him.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
And how far would he be able to see from here?
I would show him like the cuirassiers and artillery on this.
Okay, so he can see like the front of here.
Yeah.
And maybe still see up here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
James, would Kevin be able to rally his 2nd Brigade as they retreated up there? Because he specifically mentioned trying to rally them.
Yeah, if he's gonna sit with him. Oof.
If a dragoon are at 1, should they go to 0? So remove the.
No, leave it on. They don't. They're not fresh anymore, so they.
Okay. Yep.
Were they taking artillery fire from the reserves, or were the guns all able to target the horse artillery? Because he said his priority was to target horse artillery, but if they weren't in range, to target the dragoons.
Yeah, they're mostly hitting the horse artillery.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know what Book's trying to do down here. He wants to try and go like south to find a way around the enemy lines.
God, this terrain is terrible down here.
Yeah, I don't know why he came down here.
I think he remembers like 2 weeks ago for the Grand Yena game we did a training and someone did that move with his cavalry and that paid off.
Fair
Maybe
enough.
with hussars, but cuirassier?
Also, just this terrain, like the amount of time it would take to
Yeah.
meaningfully get around, like he's gonna have to go like.
Yeah,
Yeah, where's the
I
next
don't,
road,
I
please?
don't say the contrary, but he did
Yeah.
work. So
They
if
have to
he
come,
remember
like-
that move, he may be thinking, I can do that, but it's not the same rule set.
Or Jeb coming down to look for
I know. Well,
Sion.
Jeb's been really afraid that there's like a big enemy force waiting for him down here.
Little does he know that's where all his cavalry support is instead.
Yeah, he's been like, oh, I need to go down south to see if there's an enemy force coming up on my flank. I need the 3rd Brigade here in case.
Wait,
He's afraid of his own cavalry.
Didn't he talk to Books the turn that Books went down there? Like he knows that's like direction his own.
I don't know what their conversation was. Maybe it was more about the enemy or what's going on in the north. Who knows? Who knows what they said to each other?
Fair enough.
All right, 12 o'clock. All right, gentlemen. After a day of being apart, you are finally reunited and can commiserate on your stories. So Panchard is heading south with his hussars. Moquet is pretty much sitting here. As you watch the enemy cuirassiers take off and head to the southwest, heading down the road. To the northwest, you can hear an artillery duel going on. The enemy's brought a lot of artillery forward and is firing on someone's horse artillery. I don't know who it is anymore. And then you can hear more sounds of artillery further north. But yep.
So this infantry are they coming along? Are they advancing towards What is it, Brod?
They're advancing east, yeah.
They're advancing east. Okay.
Let's cross the lakes first and then head
And these are.
south.
I was just looking. Should we? I'm gonna head. I'm trying to think. Is there?
I'll come back.
I'm gonna head south on the west. Okay. Yeah, come back. Good.
I'd like you to send your dragoons to go support 3rd and 4th Brigade, attacking north.
Okay, I was about to send them to kill themselves against the artillery. to weigh
Yeah,
it down?
let's not. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that because you've got cavalry coming around your left in about 2 turns. Friendly cavalry.
Maybe.
So that's what I want.
So, okay. Can
In that
I
case,
move?
should I
You first.
go ahead, TJ?
No, you first.
Should I also send my second brigade up north as well then?
No, we're gonna bring that in line with the first and second light.
Okay. Okay.
I maintain position with the dragoons while I head north, or I maintain
Nope.
with the light.
So here's what's gonna happen. Give the dragoons to Kermit. Kermit gives second brigade to Theo. Okay?
Okay.
And then Kermit, you go with your guys attacking north, and Theo and I will stay here.
Don't forget, I also have one brigade down in the south, so you can take that too.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Theo, your orders first.
Okay, so I'm going to give the dragons to Kermit and move myself to the second light division, I guess. And
Yep. And the
pray
second.
I don't get hit by arty.
Yep. And the second brigade is going to move into where the second dragoons are moving from, so that they'll be in line with the first and second light. Kermit, your go.
Alright, have the artillery move to fire on those hussars by the village of Brezia, check, whatever.
To the west.
To the west, yes. And then have the dragoons that I've just newly acquired head to Konitz behind 4th and 3rd Brigade, and have 4th and 3rd Brigade charge with bayonets the first light and keep pushing on, and then I will personally go to 4th Brigade and wave my sword around.
And you're staying with Thejo, Lefrog?
Yes, sir.
Thejo, did you order first brigade or not? I'm not sure.
5th brigade is maintain position, I guess.
Yeah. Let's maintain. You know what? No, tell them to attack until they get parallel with our guns, because there's probably cav down there.
Well, they should be parallel with your guns already.
They're not. They're parallel with
Okay.
first light infantry, not the guns.
Ah. Okay.
I don't know how he can see them because I'm closer and I can't see them.
I don't know.
Alright, I'll take your orders now.
Okay, I will start. I will cross the lakes right here where I am, and I will then move south and can follow up the enemy USD. My horse artillery battery is moving to the north and support our infantry.
And I'll continue south, kind of head to that green. Let me just have a quick look at the map again. Head towards that green hand. Okay, take any road to down, and basically I'm trying to get into the flank of the cuirassiers, so I'm going to have to cross this kind of rough ground to the south. I think it's called Wolfsburg or whatever. There's a road, any road that kind of I can traverse into the flank of the cuirassiers. Basically, take that. Whatever you, in your judgment, I can take. So head south and then east.
West.
Sorry, west. Yeah, I keep on saying east, don't I?
We gotta work on your directions, Arp.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks.
Hey James, up here in the north, Kevin wanted to try and get his infantry a bit more up on this hill here. Would he be able to kind of just move them a bit while they're fighting?
Yeah, they can.
Because he heard that there was some reports of just vague, cavalry to the east, and so you wanted them a bit more defended against it.
You want to do the fight in the north, and I'll do the south?
All right, sure. Have you rolled anything up here already?
I've done nothing. I just got here.
Jeb's artillery is still firing on that horse artillery, I guess. I didn't hear anything else about what he wanted to do with it.
Okay.
So that would mean all the artillery would have one more exhaustion.
Yeah.
Each. Four. And what about damages? Oh yeah, you're
I'm
doing
doing
the
that.
damages. I've made all except the hussars get tired from the fighting, from just firing.
Okay. I guess it's just artillery fire at the moment.
What's this white line here for?
It's the line of don't resolve below it.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. I was trying to take a screenshot here.
Well, don't do screenshots till the
Okay.
combat's resolved.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So this one's recovering. This one's.
Or I already did them.
Oh, yep.
I did this one. I didn't do the one. So
Okay.
that one. Let me know when these guys over here are ready to have combat, and who's like fighting.
Well, here the order was 4th and 3rd from blue are to bayonet charge.
I guess it doesn't matter if they're all already retreating.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, nothing to do over here then. All right.
Can we start to do the?
Waiting for we need to wait for yellow to finish moving stuff around.
Yeah.
The first light, the red infantry over here is just left to be standalone.
Okay. Sorry, guys, about this whole central thing here. I just finished the moves, so it is correct. We had some misunderstanding. Where did they want to retreat to? So,
okay. And there's no blue artillery to fire. I would delete the smoke too, since they're not firing anymore. All right. Has Kowtow already moved?
Yeah. For
All right,
the 12, he has moved for the 12.
How far did he move?
1.
What was their orders?
Charge.
Okay, I'll move them a bit more as the enemy withdraws then. Alright. What about, who took care of, Creechin?
I did.
What were their orders? For, the 2nd and 4th Brigade?
Well, that was before the 2nd Brigade routed. They were supposed to concentrate on the 2nd Brigade in the south, Hussars to attack in the north, and the 1st Brigade just stay, protect the artillery.
Okay, I'll have them just move up to take a more dominant position on the ridge then as they push off that brigade, but not engage in the artillery, obviously.
Sounds good.
Right.
Has the combat in this area been resolved?
Yep, that's all.
I think all the combat's done. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just
Let me
wanted
move
to
the dice before
12:30. I think I know what you want to do.
Job security is back. Job. So good. Basically, just charge.
Okay. All right, Poncho. What does your name mean?
So Dozef is just obviously something I found Joseph. So Bolanga is baker and Poshan is just a type of bread. So it's kind of dough, bread, baker, bread, something, whatever.
Interesting. All right. Well, you move south and try to position yourselves to flank the cuirassiers, but they're coming right at you, and pretty much unavoidable. You run into each other, but they were not as well rested as you were, and so despite being heavy cavalry and you being light cavalry, they broke their first brigade anyway. But you can see Marquette has crossed and is arriving in their rear.
Yeah. My hussars are performing heroics today. Just continue to attack them. If I can, swap out hussars and bring in fresh ones behind. Otherwise, just basically bring in the other second, first, and third into the flanks as best they can, and then attack into the other cuirassier as well.
Okay.
Thanks.
Order your guns on your center and left to shift fire onto enemy infantry. Any infantry will do, but counter battery is useless.
Okay. Hello, James.
Hello, so have you guys gotten an update yet?
We got a screenshot. I don't need anything else.
Okay. Yeah, you can see it's mostly artillery fire all along this way, which the enemy's targeting your own guns, and there's a lot of them. So your horse artillery to the south is taking a beating, but your infantry's pretty much unscathed.
You go first, Theo.
Are you staying here? I'm not doing Thejo. Are you staying here, Frog?
Nope. I am riding south-southwest, or south behind our guys, and then south or southwest, looking for the first. That's not true. I'm looking for Joseph Painchard. I'm looking for ARP. If I can't find ARP, I'll go to Langbart.
Okay.
Is Book dead down in the south?
He's captured.
Okay. You know who is moving for Creechin?
I do not.
Okay.
Why did 4th Brigade move forward?
It had red lines.
Jeb didn't order it to move
No,
forward.
no.
All
It's
troops to hold
not.
position.
Sorry, it's me. It's artillery fire to not fire at the other artillery. Sorry, I'll change the color.
And then I don't know if anybody gave. Oh, actually, well, yeah, never mind. He gave an order but belayed it. But Jeb tried to give orders to this particular Hussar unit since it wasn't doing anything for a while, but then he belayed them, so.
Okay. XTX into combat up top again.
I'm just waiting to make sure we have all the movement done before I start rolling dice.
Very fair.
Caustics, do you know who's doing preaching?
No idea.
Okay. I'll assume it's not done until I get. Actually, no, someone did move these guys, so I assume it's done. I can roll.
And just out of curiosity, is the combat around this area done?
It is. Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay.
I haven't done. I have. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what the orders were for the Hussars for preaching?
They were engaging the third brigade while they were on the hill. They were already there and charging. So if the third brigade tried to disengage, Hussars are hot on their tail. I mean, I don't know how they're moving away if Hussars are behind them.
Well, it's like a fight and withdrawal, you know.
Book. Oh dear.
Sorry, Book.
Hello.
Hello.
Poor book got captured.
I like this
Where
happens.
where's the opponent?
I can't see, so I'm waiting.
It's coming. It's coming.
No, that wasn't directed at you. That was directed at my friends. Apparently, we're not friends. That came out badly.
I'm offended.
Should be a lot of broken cuirassiers in this picture.
So just while we wait, Theo is holding well. The north is going well.
Cool.
But Theo's gonna need your help in 30 to 60 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to head north in a second.
Okay.
Oh, I got dispatches to do too. Unless you want to give it
Okay.
verbally.
Yeah, I'll give it verbally because my dispatch is now relevant. Yeah. So, are you going to do a report?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so the Hussars charge in from the east, the cuirassiers from the west, and on this terrible terrain, Book is caught in the middle, and his already tired cuirassiers are overwhelmed, and soon after raise the white flag and surrender. Soon after, the not French, Blue CIC comes from the north to congratulate you, and
Absolutely.
that's about it.
So here's the deal, guys. I told Theo, who's in the center with a combined force now,
Yep.
that at 13:30 I wanted him to attack, but I needed to see what was going down here. So this turn I need you to move northwest and form up as best you can, and I want you to charge at 13:30. I know it's going to be icky because your guys are all beat up, but there's not enough time left.
I have a plan. I know a way to go. I already posted it in my way.
Okay, so I'll let you give those orders, whatever you want to do, but what I need you to do in a general sense is move northwest now and charge next turn, because Theo's going to charge at the same time at 13:30.
Grand. Okay.
Yes.
Super.
If you just follow my accuracy and we will get there.
Fine. That's exactly what I'll do.
Who's guarding the
This is
prisoners?
the path I want to take in my...
Do I need to leave?
I see your little map, Langbart, but I don't see a route on it.
Oh, that's bad.
I guess
Go-
second Hussars.
Wait, give me a second.
Any available road that's kind of...
There's one road that leads back to where you left your horse artillery, and then there's another road that goes much more west.
Let's go north to the...
Go
Is that
to
kind of...
Macedon and then to Klepet and from there into the limos and into the rear of the red line.
You said Timits? Oh no, Kleptits. I see that.
This
Okay.
kind of town that.
I
Okay,
got it.
I'll follow. Do I need to leave? Let's say this 6th Hussar just to corral these cuirassiers.
Yeah, leave second Hussar with the cuirassier.
Yeah, just to
And,
corral them and keep them under control, and I'll take the other 2 with me.
Okay. Do you want to take Book with you, or he can go sightseeing with me?
You can go sightseeing with you. You can see, you can watch the imminent defeat of Red.
Well, we'll treat him like a gentleman. James,
Absolutely.
I'm going.
Give him some port to get over it.
I'm going back to Theo, to the Light Division commander.
Okay.
Right where I came from, and I'm gonna bring Book with me.
Super. I'm gonna go make a drink.
Good luck.
Right. I think that's everything.
Right. So I can send the 1 p.m. report to him.
Are we ready for 1 o'clock screenshots?
Yes.
Mind if I move these dice? They're not in the second.
Sorry, I'm like I gotta turn ahead of you guys somehow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just slow with combat.
No, it's you got a lot more than I do in the south. I gave you the hard one.
Where's Super? No, over here.
If you're doing, don't show this cav in your screenshot because they technically just moved on the next turn.
Which cav?
The
This cav
over here, yeah.
This is the next turn up.
Yeah, so they're down here right now.
Okay, all right, good to know because I took a screenshot before they moved, and then I started doing another one after they moved.
Okay, just let me know when your screenshots are done, and I'll put them back.
Okay, you already let Book know that he's captured.
Yeah, he
okay.
is well aware.
Right, then I think that's all my screenshots.
Are you done with screenshots?
Yeah,
almost. I had to edit it because I managed to. I had it done, and then the cavalry moved up, and I took a new one with that cavalry, and now I have to revert.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was so far ahead of you guys. I thought we were.
It's all good. All right, I got it done now.
And 1 dragoon charger, but your brigade was ready into squares. You can hear the sound of battle around you, but you don't know much.
Understandable. I suspect there's a lot of horse noises in my general vicinity.
Yes.
Have the dragoons countercharge the hussars in my rear and exhort the men to die bravely for the color blue. Better dead than red, or something like that, right?
That's a way to see it. Alright, thanks. Anything to add, James?
No, I'm just listening.
My final words, maybe?
Organizing the retreat back to Wiccan. We've crossed the river. hopefully we got good news. I kind of helped them get ready for a Hail Mary, so we don't know what's going on right now with that Hail Mary.
Is First Division moving up, sir?
Yes, last I heard about an hour ago, they are launching an assault in the south. Is there any way we could fall back towards your division? Can we fall back towards Mokau?
I definitely think that's an idea. I think I might lose some of the troops, sir, in the position, but I could probably save half my command.
Fine. Have the artillery and any of the command that is still feasible to fall back for Mokau and form a defensive around Mokau if possible. Um, yeah, I need you to definitely do that because right now your position is not tentable. Right now, you're being flanked on all sides based on what I could see.
Yeah, I did not realize you guys would be pulling back this much, sir.
We had to. It was a
yeah, but you're pulling back even further than we can. I'm getting hit from the south.
oh, hopefully, I have to see what the situation is with them. They have not reported back. Um, how big of a force do we have attacking you right here right now?
I'm thinking I count uh, 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry brigades, hussars, and some artillery.
Okay. We're gonna try to fall back to Machao. That's the best option we got right now.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do, sir.
Okay. Once you're able to head back towards there, if you can, send me back any reports. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Engaged, they should keep fighting those cavalry. If they're not engaged and it's at all safe, they should go south and hit whatever unit that is in the southeast corner of my screenshot on the flank, and second hussars should go around and hit that same unit in their northern flank.
AB, if I might make a suggestion, I would put the second hussars to continue to assist our current thing, because if we can destroy them here and push the to
I
Kevin,
just didn't want to keep. I didn't want to keep pushing against a square.
understandable. It was just a suggestion.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Actually, then I'll have second hussars hit that mystery unit to the southeast, and then first hussars should come in and support and hit the 4th brigade on that unengaged side.
The first hussars are currently engaged with something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't see whatever they're engaged with, so then they'll just keep fighting, I guess.
Sorry. You hear the rattling of sabers.
Okay. Yeah. So then, actually, and I'll stay engaged with the 4th brigade. What the heck? And
Okay.
So only thing that I want to change really is second hussars hit whatever that unit just west of Cernik is in their northern flank.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Death or glory.
Death or glory, indeed.
Jeb ordered all of his artillery to cease firing so that they could rest for a turn.
Okay. Have you reduced their disruption yet?
I have not. I haven't changed. All I did was I moved. He also ordered this Hussar unit. It's been just abandoned here for like 3 or 4 turns. So he gave it orders to move back behind his CIC.
He's gonna need it in a second.
Yeah, and he doesn't know about. Well, he's been concerned that there was cavalry flanking him for a while, but he doesn't realize how close they are.
Yeah.
These like red hexagons that aren't the morale markers, that's damage, right?
Yeah.
So like one is like 20% losses or something, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm. Or 15%.
Okay. 15%.
Whenever I try to clone the casualties thing, it copies 2 of them for some reason.
That's weird. Do you need help with combat in the north, or you got it?
Yeah, if you want to take care of this whole bundle here, and I'll just take care of what's up here if you're already done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty slow with combat.
No worries. Let's see.
I just want to see commanders getting hurt.
Oh, somebody got injured so far.
Yeah, one here, one light minor wound.
James, is there a way to show that they've abandoned the guns to flee? Because I don't think if they're retreating from, that they would
Just put a
haul
black
the guns
mark
from.
on the guns. Leave the guns where they are.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Right, everyone back to Kevin and
Should I roll for commander deaths? I haven't been doing it this game really.
Can I do it?
Someone did it for one of them, so I figure why not?
All right, roll for Gabby. Let's.
So Gabby, it's a 2.
Is that it? All right, that's nothing. We'll see. Koto, 3's nothing. Okay, they survive.
And Kaiser.
Ooh,
Ooh.
dead.
AIA. How did he go? Shot off his horse, bayoneted?
Well, he went in front of the dragoons, tried to stick his sword in one of the blue guys, but the blue guys also stick out and died. Well, he fought a square.
Oh, he charged a square?
Gun
down, charging a square?
to die.
All right, that combat's done. That 130. Just get it out. 1330.
So what can I say to Koto? Like, his situation is untenable.
He is in the middle of a crumbling square formation that's getting overrun by cavalry.
But can I tell him that he killed one of the enemy general?
Yeah, that's fine.
Like how would that play?
You describe it how you want. Make it super cinematic.
All right.
Oh, did someone die?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is probably maybe the last. We'll get one more turn's worth of orders. We'll do the combat, and then we'll bring everyone in.
Also, so Super, he's going from where Kevin, he said, you know, like, he'd going to go through Gabby if that was the fastest way down to Jeb. Since there's like a lot of fighting going on here, I thought I would roll for an injury anyways, just because, you know, he's like, you know, riding past all these lines, firing past each other, right? Like directly here. So, I mean, would he be injured
Stray
if he rolled
bullet?
for there? Yeah, like a stray bullet.
No.
Okay.
They've been mauled insufficiently, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was thinking, you know, at worst, like a minor injury, right? Just because, I mean, he is like riding right past, he's firing a lot, you know, walls of lead. But yeah, okay. Who got killed? Oh, Kaiser. I would even put it as an 8 if like 6 is captured.
9 is captured, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the
Yeah,
white
so
9
maybe
is
like
captured.
8.
8 is dead. Black is dead.
So
Why is there
what
any-
kind of screenshot do I give him? How
No,
do I
just
record
goes-
the afterlife?
Just go, tell him about his valiant charge, and then
Show,
let him know
give
he's
him
free
a
to hang
Grim
around if he
Reaper.
wants. Yeah.
Get one of
Reaper
those like 18th century paintings of the general like shot on the ground with his staff all around him.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready for next screenshots?
Yep.
I'm working on mine right now.
The artillery and I go after the 3rd Brigade to right there.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, gentlemen, you move northwest past the hills on the Still kind of hilly over here, but oh, I guess these are forests, aren't they? I just realized
They look
that.
like forest.
Yeah, it doesn't have tree marks, but I think the dark green is forest area.
Yeah,
So
they are.
you're coming out, so you're
It's still really good.
yeah, you just had a big cavalry fight in the forest. I just realized. Um, yep, you move out of the woods, coming into the clearings and fields again near Clippets, and you can see the Red Army. One brigade is deployed facing south, and the rest are facing east. Your horse artillery Mokair are firing into the enemy infantry, doing good work there, and that's about it.
We can give you orders now, I think, James, if you want.
Yep, I'll take them.
Well, I will attack the 3rd Brigade and 4th Brigade. Like, I want to charge right through there. My artillery is to continue taking shots of opportunity. That's it for me.
Okay.
And I will head straight up the Hussars that are to the north and attack any cavalry that's there.
Got it. All right. Lafrog, you see what you see. Are you staying here?
I'm going to do something incredibly stupid, James. I'm going to personally join 1st Brigade as they charge the Red 4th Brigade. And I'm going to lead them for the glory of not France.
Alright. Are you making Book join your charge?
No,
I'm joining willingly.
Oh, okay. Let's go, brother.
I'm unarmed, but I just want to run at people screaming.
Okay. I want everyone to witness that I'm not forcing him to do this.
Using him as a meat
Do you
shield.
want me to sign something?
Nope. Your word as a gentleman is sufficient here, sir.
Lovely.
We're going on a quest. So, James, 1st Brigade is charging 4th Brigade. I realize it's gun adjacent, but they're not technically charging frontally into guns.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, cool. Everybody else is charging guns, but that's their problem.
I don't know who's. It's you, James.
Yeah.
You gave some orders to Jeb's units.
Well,
some of them he did do, some of them he didn't do.
I had them auto form square when they saw the cavalry coming, but what were
he
his
did
orders?
order those guys to square. Yeah, the only thing that he said differently, which maybe they would have changed their orders given the situation, was he wanted the artillery to fire at the enemy horse artillery. Although I suppose if they saw enemy infantry charge, they'd probably belay those orders. So. Yeah. I saw it going on as he was telling me stuff to do, and I was like, I don't know how to deal with this situation. But yeah, okay. So yeah, it's basically what he said. He wanted the Hussars to come down and meet the enemy cavalry. He wanted his infantry to square and repulse the cavalry charge.
All right.
So if the 3rd Brigade formed into a square in the center, remember that there is a red horse artillery firing at them.
Where? What?
Sorry, in the very center, if the 3rd Brigade formed into a square.
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. Did these hussars not do anything else here? I think they would. They would have just withdrawn.
They were attacking artillery there.
Well, they took out the artillery, but
okay.
I assume they'd withdraw.
Red could be coming back.
I don't think so.
It's not looking good in the south.
Yeah, but like in the middle, not really looking neither good for the blue.
They had a small victory, but they lost their commanders. I don't know who is commanding their troops anymore.
In the center?
Yes.
For red, well, there is Kaiser who's dead, and Gaby is unhurt as of now. Yeah, I've moved Kaiser east. I didn't know where to put him.
Yeah, but like what I was saying is like it will be hard for them to recover
All
the
right.
center. Like,
let's bring everyone in the lobby.
Okay.
Lobby time.
It's all.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Here we go.
Oh, it's over.
All right, welcome
It's
everyone.
over.
So, as I normally do, let me ask the CICs how they think they're doing. So we'll start with Super on the red side.
To be 100% honest, in the north, I could tell we're not doing too great. In the south, I have no idea.
All right. And General Lafrogue on the blue side.
I am confident that we're all getting promotions.
Okay. All right, let me share my screen. So, first of all, for the scenario, I screwed up because I wanted it to be more a game of maneuver, and it was not as much because I put everyone way too close. And I just didn't think about it very hard. So that was my fault. Also, I should have made the maps 2 to 3 times larger because the piece to map scale was off, and I didn't want to do it, but I should have. And so I wasn't happy with the pieces or the setup. I think the battle was enjoyable, but I'm not happy with how I set it up. I told each side that they were more than twice the strength of the other side because I wanted everyone to be aggressive, and you all were, so well done. I also told each side that basically they were the aggressor trying to attack a weak defender. So I'd be curious to know when you realized that was not the case, and how that was different for you. The map itself is interesting because you have this forested, hilly, rivery terrain here, and then you got this river here. So it's basically this nice funnel, which is exactly where the fighting happened. I kind of wondered if there wouldn't be more, flanking movements on the side or anything. That didn't happen, but I didn't really set it up for that to make sense. So that's my fault. I was kind of.
Well, there was one that happened at the end.
Well, yeah, there was. We'll get to that. But so red team had one division here, and then I'll have to remember. I think they had cavalry or someone here and someone up here and someone here-ish.
Yeah.
Or maybe here, I don't remember. But that's mostly where red was. And then blue, their cavalry wasn't far apart. Their cavalry was here. They had one division way in the back, another one up here, and another one somewhere in the middle. So the cavalry were like 4 miles from each other. And then the light divisions were near at hand. Each side had one division kind of way in the rear. They're almost 30 miles apart. And I didn't want you to do marching simulator, so we sped up your march pretty good. I know you had a bit at the beginning, but we tried to get you into the fight by speeding up your men. And then once the fighting started, of course the cavalry ran into each other straight from the beginning, so there's a bit of maneuver and then a big, heavy cavalry fight kind of all over this area. It was a mixed bag. I think red cuirassiers come out conqueror for their side, but then the blue hussars came out ahead on the north, and so it was a bit of a mixed bag. But both cavalry on both sides kind of fought and then came back to lick their wounds, and then came back later on in the battle. Meanwhile, the infantry came up and was deploying. It was a bit chaotic infantry-wise in terms of deployment and where everyone went, and then eventually a pretty steady line. I mean, from that funnel that I drew earlier, actually, there's basically a battle line all along it, right at the narrowest point, ironically. But we had Kevin battling against Creechin in the north, and then we had, I think it was Thijo versus Jeb in the south. Most of the cavalry on both sides, actually the red cavalry, the hussars ended up in the middle and the cuirassiers ended up in the south. And then Book decided to go on a flanking ride through the hilly forest over here, but unfortunately for him, Arp and Langbart came in right behind him, and I guess we'll have to say if it was on purpose or accident, but they managed to do a pincer move right where there's nowhere else for him to go in the woods, and basically caught him and captured Book and his cuirassiers. And then they moved from the south. So at the very end here, there's a huge blue cavalry charge from the rear. The cuirassiers, who are already pretty tired and have had heavy casualties, they weren't able to break the squares on their own. But they were able to force the enemy into squares, which was enough to get the 4th Brigade to break when 1st Brigade charged with their intrepid commander charging with them. And then the rest of Thijo's command was coming in. That's not all resolved, but with cavalry in the rear, I think they're going to break pretty soon. In the center, we had some casualties towards the end. Kaiser died as he was breaking through Couteau's squares, which they did break, but then the rest of his dragoons and brigade is holding in the center, so red's breaking in the center now with what's left. And then in the north, Creechin was able to hold. It was a hard fight, I'd say, but Creechin was able to hold, and Kevin's division is falling back and mostly broken. So, blue victory. Well done, blue. The sides were exactly equal. So a bit different from a normal fight, although I didn't tell you they were. They were. So even in that regard, it was anyone's game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We had a lot of new umpires this game, so I appreciate their learning and their being here, and then the players' patience as they figured things out. I think they did a really good job. We also lost 2 umpires in the midst of it due to power issues and other issues, computer issues. So I'm glad we started with a whole lot to start with, because after they left, it was about the right amount. And I think that's all I have to say about it. So we'll hear from the umpires and then all the players, and then can talk about it. So, going to umpire Calstix first.
Yeah, so it was my first time umpiring, and I was umpiring for Jeb, and he was one of the reserve divisions that was coming up. And yeah, he got up to the town, kind of held the line, in the back, waited to see what would happen, exchanged some artillery fire with enemy artillery, counter battery fire, and then ended up getting flanked by enemy cuirassier and light infantry at the very end. And it looks like they're having an epic last stand down here. Although I don't know how the battle would go at the end, because it looks like he's winning a little bit and losing a little bit. But it was a fun experience. Interesting to umpire and see how it all works.
Thank you. Umpire Devastator?
Yeah, so I had Tijo and To. First time umpiring here with your system, James. Otherwise, I've been umpiring for 6 months now. Well, it was nice. Nice to discover your system and how things work. And yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you. Umpire Haker?
So it was an interesting game, more so than I thought at the beginning when I saw everybody crashing into each other. Some of the comments, well, actually, number one, Creech this is his first game, I believe. So he actually, executed really well. You were a little bit lucky to be in the north, so it was not like a complete chaos. But otherwise, job well done. General Kaiser, well, too bad about you're dying in the second game in a row. But I dare say that you operated your troops very well. A little more precision regarding which river, which town, and that sort of thing, because I think that one turn I got your orders wrong. Interesting observations that I did not see anybody try to have any depth in their lines. Basically, they lined up their troops along like a big line, and so it was usually quite dangerous when anybody in your front line was routed. And I think I have to agree with Empire James that the scale played tricks on us, because it was really hard to fit all of the troops in various places with all of these, smoke and shooting and everything. And I think that actually also led for troops to move a little bit faster, because the counters are big, so it seems that they're not moving much, but actually in terms of like distances, they were moving quite a bit. And that's, I think, also contributed to it being less of a maneuvering game and more of just free for all. But it's surprisingly fun. I mean, like it was. I have never seen this many units being so close to being routed and very badly damaged. So, well, there you go.
All right, thank you. XDX?
Yeah, I thought the battle was going to be over almost immediately, to be honest, just because it looked like Blue had a very decisive cavalry advantage at first when they almost completely encircled one of the cavalry commanders from Red side, but he managed to break out and contribute a lot over the course of the game, actually. So, I mean, that was an excellent comeback from the initial cavalry skirmish. James had, said that, both sides kind of came out on top in different ways, but from how I was looking at it, it was almost, completely like a tactical victory for Blue, because Red was coming out with, casualties and like routed cavalry, but Blue kind of had the luxury of withdrawing from it. And yeah, it was a fun game to run. There were some, little hiccups with some of the new umpires. I know in particular, Kevin kind of got screwed over in the first half of the game with his screenshots, but I think it was fun. I hope all the players had a fun time.
Thank you. All right, let's hear from the CICs now, and then all the players. So going back to Super.
So this was my first game as a CIC, and it really did give me some major perspectives of what it takes to be the commander of a whole army compared to a division. So I started in the South primarily with First Division, and uh, the South seemed to be going pretty poorly at the beginning, and I tried with Book and Jeb to coordinate the South, and then I rushed north because there were situations in the north, and the north turned into a real fight to the death in certain regards. Kevin did an amazing job throughout most of the battle in trying to hold his position in the north, but sadly was, overrun by overwhelming forces. After a while, I want to say by like the 10:30ish, 11:30ish hourish around the updates, I started to wonder, is this really a smaller Vanguard or is this about equal or more? So pretty early on, I was like, yeah, I'm fighting a much larger force than I originally thought. And I knew up at that point, I didn't have the forces really to keep pushing. So after a while, I was ordering a lot of my commanders to take fighting withdrawals to get to better defensive ground. So it was a lot of finding out new information as time goes on and then trying to figure out how to best deal with it all. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a blast.
Good. LaFrog.
Sure. So I never figured out that the enemy force was as large as mine. I suspected that it wasn't half when I saw two cuirassiers in the beginning, and I was like, well, I only have two cuirassiers, so that's not half. But overall, I think I did very little, and my commanders did very, very well. I think ARP got a good flank in the middle. Langbart got a very good flank on our left. Kermit drove into an open flank in the center, and in the north, I gave dumb orders. I said turn this into a meat grinder because we have enough men to reinforce it. So thankfully, he was able to do very well in the north, even with my stupid instructions. So thanks to my team, big thank you to the umpires. I felt like those turns were super quick. And I really liked the lying to the players thing because I would love to war game out on an equal footing. But I feel like if I'd known it was an equal footing, I would have made very different, more cautious choices. And this was a super, super game. Thank you, James.
Good, thank you. All right, well, we'll just go down the list. So, starting from the top, Baguette de Bataillon.
Hello, I am the commander of the third light division from the blue. It was a pretty fun game, pretty fast. I might not been into a lot of fight because I was more very much in the front lat maker at the south. But it was a pretty fun game with the commanders and the chargings and everything. Pretty fast too. That's it.
Thank you. Um, Arp, Ponchars. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Yeah, Joseph.
What do you
Game.
have, what do you have to say?
I didn't mind. It wasn't. Yeah, the pieces. It was a fun game. The piece of the map was a bit weird at the beginning, but actually it was fun. I think I knew from the second turn that it was a bigger force because I'd seen a whole division of or brigade of hussars. I should have said to
Oh, I could see them. I'm just dumb.
really went really well in the beginning. They went really well. I don't know where I got lucky. Our cavalry charge in the middle broke. I managed to break their entire hussar division and dragoon. And then rest. So that went really well from my perspective. And I think the cavalry attack by Langbart wouldn't go. I think cavalry was broken, but actually did the job we need to do. And then later on, after some rest, we kind of I think Book was a bit unlucky that he decided to do a flanking attack just as we were kind of doing the similar kind of thing, and we did kind of plan it. In fact, it worked fantastically to plan to kind of trap him in terms of our maneuver, and then and again perfectly to plan to kind of get into the rear, attack into the rear, because we kind of felt like once we did that, we'd roll up the flank and win. So well umpired by everyone. It was fun, good turns. Well done to McPanzer for his plan and good. He moved between us as commanders really well and kind of kept us up to date of what was going on. Good game, everyone, and I'm going to go because it's 6 in the morning here, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Arp. Gaby?
Yep. So I was commanding half of the Fourth Cavalry Corps, and so yeah, originally I was expecting just to be doing some light scouting of this weak vanguard screen, um, and so I was kind of near. I was riding out, and I saw the enemy cavalry, and I got a little bit cocky and went a little bit too far forward, and gave up kind of a much better position, and rode forward, and I saw the other half of my corps retreating or kind of moving away from the enemy with their artillery in the back, and I thought, well, they're about to get charged in the flank by one cavalry corps. So I was kind of trying to, got too excited to charge something and tried to charge those cavalry, and then got sandwiched between twice my number of cavalry and almost nearly completely encircled, and but managed to run away and then regrouped in the center with some other commanders. And at the end, myself and Kaiser kind of did a last ditch Hail Mary cavalry charge that went a lot better than we were expecting. We broke some enemy units and I survived somehow. Um, and yeah, this was a fun game. I kind of spent every turn wondering if I'd be dead or captured by the next turn. It was very much a scramble to try and hold on to whatever ground we could, but it was fun.
Oh, good. All right, Kato.
Right. So I spent the first half of the game walking, and then I spent a little bit staring at people, and then I spent the rest of the game stabbing people. So I thought that was a wonderful game. Thank you to Devastator for umpiring. Great guy. I also spent most of the time actually once I arrived on the battlefield, him like McPanzer was having us attack, which was the right call, I think. But I was like, oh, I have to advance, and there's cavalry. Where have I seen this before? Because I have a tendency to get overrun by cavalry in James's games, so I was paranoid of that happening the entire time. And what do you know? They tried to do it this game as well, but I was ready for it. So I feel my paranoia was completely justified, and infantry supremacy. I don't know. Good game.
Mokair. Langbart.
Well, yeah, it was a very nice game. Yeah, I started off with moving west and directly running into the other heavy cavalry division. And I decided, yeah, I fall back and set up a defensive position and hope he comes into that. He did for a short period before he returned again, before I could recharge him there. Then the big scrap happened. I draw the short straw there, but well, I figured if I can eliminate the hussar while I'm doing it, that would be very well. That would give us an advantage. And from there, I expected that we won't have like the huge advantage we were promised, but I never figured that we were 100% equal. In the late game, I only tried to oppose the cuirassier movement across the lake. So if Brooke would have stayed in on the other side of the Lost Lake, we probably would have had a disadvantaged start over there, because that is why I called the cavalry of Arp down. And I must congratulate our CIC for agreeing with me on that one, because he only had very vague information from me, and I should improve my dispatch writing on that. And then we figured we should want to envelop the enemy heavy cavalry since they went south, and then it went way better than expected. Yeah, that was basically my view of the thing, and it was a very nice game. Thank you, James. Thank you, other umpires.
Thank you, Langbart. Right. Let's see. We did the CIC. So Jeb.
Yeah. So this game is why I don't like playing infantry. At least my orders and my command for my instructions for my CAC was much more of a defensive posture than I guess what everyone else was doing. I was kind of told that I was to first, if you see the town R wall just behind where like the current fighting is happening, kind of near a river. I was first set up defensive positions there, which I did, and then I moved forward and I set up a new line. I'm extending south from kind of east where my northernmost infantry unit is in south. And like I kind of just stared at the French, I'll just call them the blue team, for a while. And I knew that the cavalry flank on the south was coming. I had personally gone south before and scouted out the area and spotted some French cavalry. And my umpire will even tell you, like, as soon as I think it was like, what time is it now? Is it like 13:30? Right?
It's about like 2 hours before the end, or maybe more.
Yeah,
You were saying like I'm afraid
2
of cavalry.
hours before this. Yeah, I was saying like I know that cavalry's about to flank me, and I was just like trying to think what I can do because I had to keep my units in my front because of the enemy um, enemy infantry in my front and artillery. So I shifted Third Brigade down. They were supposed to kind of try and cover. You can kind of see that they're in square. They're trying to cover that southern flank of Fourth Brigade, and I ended up also pulling the Hussars over, but it was a little too late. But it's not like I didn't expect the flank. It was just my options were okay. If I see the flank coming, if I pull my infantry from my front, I'm gonna get assaulted. My artillery's gonna go run. I'm gonna get absolutely walloped. And I knew that the fighting in the north was so desperate that I couldn't request reinforcements. So I was just kind of in a pickle, and I tried to stop the best I could, but there's really nothing I could do. But great plan by the blue team cavalry and the blue team in general, and I look forward to playing cavalry in the future.
All right.
I think you did well, Jeff.
Kevin.
Big thanks, of course, to the umpires as always for running this game. It was a lot of fun. My umpire unfortunately lost power, so hopefully doing okay over there. I was commanding in the north of Second Division, and I think that we did pretty good for the most part, holding out. There was some cavalry that I was positioned up there that I think gave them the advantage and ultimately allowed them to turn my flank. But it was a pretty bloody battle up there, honestly. I did see at some point on the ridge line that there was an enemy commander, and it was actually pretty open to my infantry at that point because some cavalry was repulsed. So I ordered the charge up that ridge line to see if I could get one of you guys. But you guys managed to, I guess, pull back in time. So that's really unfortunate. But otherwise, it's a pretty solid fight there, and I think Blue Team did an excellent job in ensuring that you guys pushed when you guys had the advantage. I think pretty early on, I figured we weren't having the number advantage because I was facing about equal numbers up north, and everything south of me seemed to be like really bad. I'm like, if I'm facing an equal number and I have one of the largest divisions, it should be that bad in the south. So I thought we're facing a bit more than we initially planned. But good job to whoever's in the north, and especially coordinating with your hussars. That was I think that was pretty key, honestly.
Thanks, Kevin. Kaiser.
Yeah, I was the third division light infantry. Pretty early on, I figured out that we were against at least equal forces because I was following around behind Gabby when they did their massive charge in that initial big cavalry fight. Because initially I was positioned around Wikan, and I was planning to just hold there for a while. But I saw our cavalry go in pursuit of theirs, and I was like, well, I don't want to leave the fourth completely stranded, so I pushed onwards to Kaunitz. Did a little bit of work there, but unfortunately it was just too central, too much blue stuff everywhere. The south collapsed way faster than I thought it would with the fourth. I thought they were going to get in some work. But unfortunately then I had to pull back to my original position in Wakan. Managed to pull back in as best order as I physically could have. Unfortunately, again, it's just completely out of position, and isolated from the rest of our elements. Shout out to Kevin for really managing to peel off that the troops in the north that completely saved my skin. Although unfortunately, I don't think afterwards when we were pulling back to Wakan, I unfortunately got overruled because originally I wanted to pull back to Kevin's flank to prevent what ended up happening, which was a wedge being driven between us and being completely separated. But unfortunately, just we were unable to accomplish that. So instead, I ended up with Khan, met up with Gabby again, and we did a massive counter charge. Got some in before I got shot and killed. Second game in a row. Let's go for a third next time.
R.I.P.
All right, that's everyone. I think some people had to leave early, but thanks for the fun game. I'm going to stop recording. You're welcome to hang out and keep talking, and we'll see you next week at a BattleTech game run by McPanzer.